Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the brothers and the elders in the truth that's been teaching and doing the work. And a sincere shalom to the elect and the brothers and sisters that's coming back to the truth, getting back to the Bible, reading, studying, and teaching. I kind of want to get into this video, kind of make a video that I feel like is important for a lot of us, something that I find myself struggling with from time to time, and that's the sluggish spirit, man. Having that sluggish spirit, it's important for us to, be doing the work of the Lord at all times, and sometimes that sluggish spirit can creep on you, man. That distraction spirit, like you trying to study, or you might be trying to, read, and you might get distracted on TV, you might get distracted on your phone, TikTok, a football game might be coming on, anything that's distracting you and keeping you from doing the work. And that sluggish spirit, man, you might not feel like putting in that extra work, might not feel like studying the day. You kind of got to defeat that spirit, man, and stay on fire and stay diligent in this thing. It's important for us to understand, like, in order for us to really understand this whole idea of being a sluggard and things like that and get distracted, we gotta always remember to examine yourself, because you gotta know who you are. You gotta know what you gotta examine yourself. Like, if I know I like football, right? I'm not going to have it on while I'm trying to study. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm not going to have Netflix on while I'm trying to study. Like, you examine yourself, understand yourself, and know what your weaknesses and strengths are. So that way you can better accommodate when applying this. If I know I have trouble, getting up in the morning for whatever reason, well, maybe I should go to sleep earlier at night. Just things like that. Examining yourself is very important, and being honest with yourself, because that way you can really fix any problem. Most problems that you have, or most things that you struggle with. If you're truthful with yourself and your weaknesses and your strengths, then of course you can better assist yourself in changing. I mean, scripturally we can get that. Examine yourself. Examine. Is it thyself? No. Yourself. Examine. All right, okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. 2 Corinthians 13. 13 and 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobates. Okay? So, it's important to know yourself and examine yourself, So with that being said, man, let's just get into some other scriptures, kind of going into just the whole idea of having a sluggish spirit, and make sure you're doing the work at all times. Let's go to Philippians 2:12. Philippians 2:12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." So you gotta move with haste in this thing. You ain't really got no time to sit around and waste, man. You don't want to be caught with your pants down, and not only you don't just want to, be doing the work in the sight of men, you want to be doing it even in secret, even when you're alone, when nobody's watching. You really want to, do this all the time. And for whatever reason, I guess a lot of people feel like we got all the time in the world, and we don't. if you paying attention to the signs of the times, man, we ain't got all the time in the world. We kind of gotta do this thing and move with haste in this thing. And real quick, let's get that in Psalms 119. 119 and 60. It says, I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. So you gotta make haste. You can't, as soon as you understand the truth, you know that you're an Israelite, that you have certain expectations and certain commandments and certain things that you have to do. You can't, you just knowing you're Israelite, it's just not enough. That's just the beginning. That's the eye opener. After that, it's the work that comes into it, and just understanding and reading and understanding, about Yahweh Shai and different things, but move with haste though. Don't sit around, and because the longer you sit around, the Lord will put a reprobate spirit on you. You'll find yourself forgetting things that you study if you don't stay on top of this thing. Just like with anything, that goes back to meditating on the word. Let's go to Joshua just real quick, just for edifying purposes, because this helps me as well. You know what I'm saying? Like bouncing the scriptures as something comes to my mind. Just bringing it out because it helps me remember as well. But Joshua 1:7. My bad, it's not 7, it's 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make the way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So, it's important to kind of keep this on the front of your mind and meditate on it. That way, you can find yourself, you'll be quick with the sword. You get better understanding. And you don't want that reprobate mind spit put on you, because, you could be doing your study, and then next thing you know, you forgetting the precepts, you forgetting, where to go at in certain things. That's how it's time to get back into it, and that's something that I personally, me being, quote unquote new to this and young in this truth, that's something that I kind of got to get together. It's just the sharpness, and things like that. But yeah, man, meditate day and night on this thing. Let's go to Proverbs 13:4 real quick. And it's just talking about the difference between somebody who's a sluggard and someone who's diligent. And being diligent is very important. And that's with anything, man. We know that. It's anything in life, right? If you put more work into it, you mostly get this. Whatever you put into it, that's what you get out of it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm trying to be a hooper and I'm trying to play basketball, if I put more time in practicing my jump shot, then I should have a decent jump shot. Or even just anything, carnal things. And the thing about us, right? It's kind of like doing schoolwork, and sometimes it seems like a drag to study. It's like, some shit. Sometimes we fall asleep. You know what I mean? But when it comes to doing things that we want to do, we jump up and we can't wait to do it. So we kind of have that same energy when it comes to this word and doing the works of the Lord. It's like we got to have that same energy. Like we got to really be all in with this thing and do it with gladness in heart. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is your salvation we talking about. It's your heritage, it's your salvation. How can you know what you need to change? How do you find out what you need to change unless you read? Unless you find out, unless you seek it. So many people, so many questions, but they don't want to do the work to find the questions. Find the answers to those questions. But Let's get into Proverbs 13:4. It says, the soul of the sluggard desireth and have nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. So the soul of the sluggard desire it, but he has nothing. Like, you ever meet one of those brothers who, they might be talking about wanting a job and, oh, I'm going to get a job, man. I want a job. Once I get a job, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. But they ain't putting in no applications. It's like you doing nothing. Like you're saying you want these things, but you're not out trying to get it. You're not out doing the works, It's that same kind of concept. It says the diligent, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. Those who work hard and put in the work, man, they will prosper, especially with this word, because it says, we can go back to Joshua and just, see what it says in Joshua. Real quick, 1-8, just real quick, man. It says, you're just going to read some of it. It say, that thou mayest observe to do all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So if you're reading and you're doing the work, then your ways will be prosperous and you shall have good success. And we understand what success is. It's not necessarily riches and those things. Whatever's in the Most High's plans for you, that's what it is. But just you will be prosperous, man, if you put in that work, if you're reading and you're doing these things. Let's go back to Proverbs. And the Proverbs, it kind of gets into the slothful man, the slothful person, the sluggard, let's go to Proverbs 12:27. It says, the slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. It said that we're going to go to the NLT for a better understanding. It says, lazy people don't even cook the game they catch, but the diligent make use of everything they find. So, it's not good to have a lazy spirit, man, because it can hinder you in all ways of life, in all walks of life. It can be a hindrance to you. And that's something that we have to shake off, man. We have to shake off that sluggard spirit, and really do the works and just in life, period, man. Just in life, period. Let's go to 2 Peter. It's important for us to, to practice diligence, and it comes with repetition and the understanding and the strength to shake that old, you can do all things, Christ will shape you up and turn you to who you need to be. Yahweh Shah, Miyashia. He'll shape you up and turn you to who you need to be. You just need to do the work, man. Get up, fight that spirit, Understand sometimes it can be hard to shake that spirit. Trust me, I know. But we got to get up and do, you know what I'm saying? And at least try and attempt to change. Get up and attempt to change and practice it with repetition. Remember to be honest with yourself. Examine yourself. Know your weaknesses and your flaws and the things you need to get good at. Know your, don't put yourself in positions that's going to hinder you. All right? Be diligent. Well, let's go to 2 Peter. Second Peter, and we're just going to read verse 1-10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. Be diligent to confirm your calling. To prove that you really are amongst the Most High, and you're a part of that chosen. Stay diligent. Let's get into. Let's go back to Proverbs real quick. And it was just talking about the Most High said to observe the ant. Look at the ant and observe the ant, because the ant is one of the most hard-working creatures on this earth, man. They never stop working. It seems like they always start working, and not only that, is they do it instinctual. It's just they just do it. They don't think about other things. They stay focused on what they need to do, and they get it done. They move in a unit. They move as a unit, and we have to be a part of that unit as we move. Spiritually, of course, and physically too. But just study. Just think about an ant for a second. Just close your eyes. Do ants even have brains? That stuff we don't really know. But the fact that they all have their written code is to be such hard workers. Something we can observe and kind of learn from. Let's get that in Proverbs 6. It says, let's go to 4 and read down. It says, give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of a fowler. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider the ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. So pretty much the ant is doing the work necessary to provide the food, and it's just it's a symbolic, of course, just telling us to be prepared and put in that work. Don't and don't be a sluggard. We just go to 9, verse 9. It says, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So we can't, we gotta just get up, man, and do this work. Because if you don't, then let's go to 11. It says, so shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man. So you sleeping, and just imagine you sleep and somebody just run up on you with a gun, like, give me your money. You're surprised. That's what it's saying. Poverty will pounce on you. Like, if you continue to sleep and just be lackadaisical, and all hell will break loose and you wouldn't be prepared. You'll be shocked. It'll be like a armed robber running up on you, So that's something, it's something important to because it's things that we have to do. We have to, you always got to study yourself to be approved, right? And you always have to be able to be able to answer any question that a man has. That's 1 Peter 3:15. If you call yourself Israel, right, and you're out and about, it's a certain way and a certain thing that you have to do, right? You got to be able to answer men's questions. Now, a lot of us are, we got to understand you can't go beyond your strength, right? Some things we don't know. That's what the elders are for. But if I can answer questions, I should be able to. And I got to study to show myself approved. If somebody come in to me and ask me a question, I can be able to direct them to that answer. And that's what we have to do. It was told of us to do that, right? I also want to get something, what is that? I think it's Thessalonians. Let me see. 1 Thessalonians 5:13, I think it was. No. Might be 2 Thessalonians. Oops. Now let's find it. Let's find it. Sleep not. Okay, 1 Thessalonians 5:6. It says, therefore, let us not sleep as the others do, but let us watch and be sober. And of course, that's twofold. It's just saying, be on point, be a watcher. Be watching what's going on. Don't be sleep out here, man. Don't be sober. And that doesn't mean don't literally be sleep. And a lot of this doesn't mean literally being sleep. Sleep a lot of times can be going back into the word, plugging yourself back up to the matrix, man. That's pretty much like sleep. A lot of people walking around like drunkards. Swaying to and fro like drunkards, not knowing what's going on. And to be woke, not like the typical wokey woke stuff is today. But don't be sleep, be diligent. You don't want to be like a traveler getting caught by an armed robber. You don't want to be caught with your pants down. You know what I'm saying? You want to be on point. You want to study to show yourself approved. You want to be examining yourself. You want to be doing the work. You want to stay diligent. You don't want to have that sluggard spirit. The sluggard spirit, he catches his game. He doesn't cook. He doesn't roast it. You want to be working out your own salvation. You don't want to be just obeying the Lord in the sight of men. Like you get around some brothers and, you acting all holy. But, after you leave the brothers, you hop in your car, you light your, you light your J up. You know what I'm saying? You you know what I'm saying? You out in the prowl looking for some women. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be like this all the time, and study to show yourself approved and do the work, man, and just believe on the faith and just have faith, Yahweh Shai, and understand that you will be changed if you follow. You will learn and the law is perfect, quickening your soul. So you will be changed. So with that being said, brothers, man, hopefully you were edified, man. It's important for us to kind of stay on fire, give ourselves something to do outside of the norm. Step outside of that world for a second, because it's easy to get distractions. I mean, we living with distractions all the time. Every aspect of our life is a distraction, whether it be whether it be the media, whether it be outside, whether it be conforms to society and things like that. We're being attacked on every aspect of life right now. So it's important not to be sleep. You got to always be diligent and understanding what's going on. Be a watcher of what's going on so you can prepare yourself. Know thine enemy, so you can know how to defeat your enemy. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, brothers, I hope anybody that, listen to this video is edified. Till next time, shalom.